Next, we're going to look at what are called if-then statements or conditional statement. Okay, just conditional. Where what we have in this case are phrases of the form, if one thing happens, then another thing happens, but this can also be written as all of the other thing are the first, or there are not the other thing that are the first thing. Generally, we're going to stick to the if-then form, where for our statements P and Q, and write this as P with an arrow Q to say if P, then Q. If we do it this way, we say that P is what is called the antecedent. That is to say, it's what comes first. And Q is what is called, in this notation, consequent. Although we don't make too much note about what these two concepts are, but it is worth noting that we have that specific notation for the separate parts. So let's take a look at an example where here we have the statement P is you want to be my lover, and Q is the statement you must get with my friends. So if we want to use symbolic notation to represent the statements, if you want to be my lover, then you must get with my friends, and if you must not get with my friends, then you do not want to be my lover, well, what we can do is think about these in terms of antecedents and consequence, in terms of if-then conditional statements. So, for the first, you have the statement read, if you want to be my lover, so if P, that means P goes first, then must get with my friends, Q. So for the first, we have if P, then Q. For the second, note that there, we are negating Q first. We're saying, if you must not get with my friends, we're doing the opposite of Q. So we say, if not Q, then you must not want to be my lover, so not P. We have reversed the flow of information and negated both parts. This, for the reference, an example of something called a contrapositive, where it's specifically the contrapositive of the statement if P, then Q, but don't worry too much about knowing what a contrapositive is just now. We're going to talk about that more later on in the chapter, but it's worth mentioning here since that's the relationship between this first compound statement and the second one. It makes a big difference when we start talking about truth values.